Hey, it's Joshua Vergara from Android Authority. What's going on, everybody? And no, your eyes do not deceive you. This is essentially a bezel-less phone. There's only room on the bottom for some of the technology that still has to be available in a smartphone, but you're looking at a device that's trying to be all display all the time, and this is the Xiaomi Mi Mix. Now, there are a couple of questions to be answered right off the bat, and no, there are no parts on the top of this device. Everything has been moved to the bottom, including the front-facing camera, which now has a more downward or rather up-facing perspective because of its location. However, the phone's speaker is now found underneath the screen, and it is emoting sound based upon a ceramic vibration that is found on the internals, and there are no speaker grills on the top for you to lay your ear on, but you should still be able to hear the audio from a call. And finally, the proximity sensor is now sonar based, so there's sonar always firing in the top portion of the device, so it knows when it moves to get close to your face. But of course, it's all about that screen. This is a 6.4-inch screen, an IPS screen that comes in at a resolution of 2040 by 1080. Now that's a lot of screen, a lot of space to do a lot of things, whether it's work or play, and it's just a sight to behold. Xiaomi really wanted to move forward into the future with a phone that hopefully moves to that space where we're thinking our phones are going to be all display all the time. And the Xiaomi Mi Mix is of course going to be very eye-catching because of that display. The rest of the phone also has some very nice materials to it. It's made completely of ceramic, which gives it a very elegant and very shiny look, but it's also a little bit unwieldy, not just because of the very large size of this device, but also because the ceramic slips about very easily in the hand. Thankfully, Xiaomi included a soft leather case, a very high quality one actually, that comes with the device and provides it with a lot more grip. Now, the phone itself comes with all of the different internals a flagship should have, including the Snapdragon 821, and in the premium version, 6GB of RAM. However, the premium version does come with 256GB of onboard storage, which is awesome, and the less premium version has 4GB of RAM and 128GB. In either case, you should have more than enough performance and more than enough storage for everything from your apps to your photos and videos. Photos and videos, on the other hand, are done with a 16-megapixel main camera with a 5-megapixel front-facing camera, for the most part a bit of a more conventional camera package for the Mi Mix, and everything is powered by a battery that is 4,400 mAh large and can be charged quickly with Quick Charge 3.0. Overall, the experience of using this phone is something that we really can't wait to kind of put through its paces, and luckily we do have our hands on a review unit. We will bring you our full review pretty soon on this device, but because this phone is only going to be made in small quantities and only made in China, we're only going to be able to bring you the concept of using this device. Some of you out there might be able to import the phone here in the West, but for anybody out in Asia, this phone is only going to be made available in China. So again, this is a concept device that Xiaomi hopes will prove very useful in maybe putting these features in future devices that are more accessible. But speaking of accessibility, this phone is actually not all that crazily priced. For everything that it is supposed to provide, even 18-karat gold that can be found in the accents of the fingerprint reader and the camera optics on the back for the very premium version, it only comes in at around $699 when converted from RMB. And the main reason why they're able to keep the price low is because it's only made in small quantities. So a lot of us may not ever be able to use this device on the daily, but we will be able to give you our thoughts on what it's like to have a phone that is almost all display. And if that is going to be the future, Xiaomi might be on the forefront of providing us with this experience that might become our reality. So keep it tuned to Android Authority for all of the best, including our review coming soon of the Mi Mix and more from Xiaomi's event here in Beijing, China, because we are your source for all things Android.